Okay, Lions playoff game. We've been waiting for this, and you're getting an idea now of pricing. The date isn't set, but they're going to have at least a home playoff game. And Stoney, I'm seeing, and you tell me if you got an update on it, but $500 for the upper level, the 300 level, $508 the cheapest seat to get into the Lions playoff game. If you want the lower bowl, we're talking 4 digits. We're talking north of $1,000 per seat.
I see one. I got StubHub up here. Okay, and I put in for 1 ticket. So 2 is different, I think. Anyway, for 1 ticket, section 343, row 13. So that is end zone. $495. And then it goes to the 500s after that. So, yes.
So this is nosebleeds just to get in. And the reality is, this is the biggest Detroit sports event in a decade, in 10 years.
Yeah.
People are paying more than that to go see Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. She's been here a couple times. This is 30 years. If you go to a couple concerts or even 1 concert a year, I don't think like Stoney. I mean, our position is different because we can get passes and go. But I'd pay $500 to go to this game.
If I was if I was a fan for this one, yeah. Now, if they won, would I be able to afford the next round? I don't know.
Right. And you have the dilemma, you're a season ticket holder. You got season tickets, presumably, for this reason. There's no way you're selling them, even though you would make a nice profit. I could not sell these.
People are saying, well, you know what? I'll sell them because then I could pay for next year's season tickets. Well, if you what's the purpose of season tickets? Yes, you have camaraderie. It's a great event. You have fun when you go. But if you don't go to the playoff game, to me, your season tickets are nebulous, if that's the right expression.
I think I get what you're saying. So we want to hear from Lions fans this morning. 248-539-9797. Do you already have tickets? Have you secured them? Maybe you are a season ticket holder or you've bought them on the secondary market in anticipation that they're only going to get more expensive. If you have them, are you selling them? 248-539-9797. Stoney, it is the hottest ticket for Detroit sports in 10 years because I started thinking back. The only thing that would challenge would be maybe the ALCS in 2013. World Series in 2012.
Yes, they come home with a split at 1-1. Yeah, that ticket for Game 3 or Game 4 probably would be expensive. But still, in a ballpark.
Keep in mind, you're getting at least 2.
Yeah.
This, you don't know that you're getting more than 1.
And we just had a World Series appearance in 2012.
Oh, yeah, you're saying
so
13
the year
to 12.
before,
yeah.
So you've...
And even that series, though, they didn't have home field, and they fell down 2-0.
Yeah.
I know people were probably trying to get their hands on Game 3 or 4 tickets, but sometimes secondary market, you wait. If they had had a chance to win the World Series at home, of course those tickets would have went.
Of course.
Look,
but the last time we had that was 2009, right? Red Wings' chance to win the Cup here.
Right. Now, look, chances are an hour before kickoff, the prices will be dropping a little bit. I don't know how high they're going to get before that, but that's what happens. I mean, and for this, there are people who have never seen this before. Like you mentioned, Jim, you've never seen a home playoff game. This is your only chance to see the first playoff game ever at Ford Field.
True. I mean, the last time the Lions had a home playoff game, it was the Silverdome. Mm-hmm. You had one in, 91, technically 92, right? The rollover, when they won that game against Dallas.
And then 2 years later,
Sterling Sharp, against the Packers.
Yeah.
30 years. I mean, think about this. You're 35 years old. You were 5 years old the last time. You probably don't remember it. Mm-hmm. You're 35. You may have a house. You may have a wife and kids and a mortgage and family and all this stuff. A lot's happened, and they haven't had this opportunity for you to go and watch a Lions playoff game. It's going to be rabid. It's going to be loud. I get it. Sit on your couch is still a great experience, but this environment is going to be like nothing we've ever seen.
Hey, hon, those braces you wanted to get Diane, we'll get them next year. She'll suffer with the overbite for another year. I mean, these are the type of decisions people are going to have to make, right? Yeah.
Gov, you were like sticker shock when we were looking at this today.
Yeah, I just thought this thing was going to be more in a $300 range. It just shows, I don't know, I guess my mindset isn't as, this is great. I'm not trying to take anything away from what they've done. I guess the fact that I went to the game in 91 against Dallas and experienced it already is probably why I can't see going to like $500. I mean, look, if I was single and in my 20s, if I was that same person in 91,
you'd go.
I'd probably do. 500 would probably be my line. So I might not be able to get in still.
But
I mean, it's just hard to justify.
You're not going and saying
$1,000.
You're not going with
Right.
Connor or Sam to this game.
Well, you could not. I mean, you've got to be making some pretty good claims.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Or have set.
Set it aside.
We've talked about this a couple times this morning, and it really hit me. Like, it's not a bad idea to set aside maybe, or try to have a little savings plan for when something like this comes up.
Right.
Could be once in a generation type of thing.
Like a once in a generation sports fund or something like that, where you got this little savings aside and you go tap it when maybe that moment comes up.
I have a friend of mine who does that between Springsteen tours, because they used to be 2 or 3 years apart back in the day, and he would put like $10 a week every year. And he had 3 years worth of savings. And he just took that money out.
Yeah, 401ks. You got what, 529 college?
Yeah.
You're not
You could have
cashing
like
that in to go to
the
this.
016 savings account.
Have the
For your, okay. You put it in the market and like let it sit there and grow and save up for the rainy day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't go to a lot of concerts. I know you go to the Springsteen shows, and over your life, you spent quite a bit going to those shows. I mean, this is the once in a lifetime for fans, so I don't think it's a lot of money. I don't want to minimize that, but I don't think it's out of the question that people are going to fork it over to go see this.
Look, people pay. I don't. People pay $250, $300 for regular season NBA and NHL games sometimes.
Sure, depending on how nice the seats are.
So if you're going to spend for that, you could. What's an extra $200 just for a playoff game?
Though.
Okay, whatever. I mean, it's not just people who have. There are a lot of people out there, hardworking people who have lower bowl season tickets to the Red Wings and some to the Pistons. They're not cheap. They really aren't.
Whatever your situation is, you have them and you're going to sell them or you're not going to sell them. You want them and you haven't decided if you're buying them. We want to hear from Lions fans this morning. It's 97.1.